Okay, SoundCloud will pay artists more money, or fairly. Not more money, but they will pay artists fairly. Not quite sure what that means. But they're the first music company to introduce fan-powered royalties, where independent artists can get paid more because of their dedicated fans. Tell your fans. We're going to get back to that again. Tell your fans. We're going to get back to that. But this is a big deal, kind of, sort of. But let's talk about it. So SoundCloud came out with this press release basically saying that they are going to pay, starting, I guess, April 1st, they will begin to pay artists more fairly based on dedicated fan listens. So basically, if you have 1,000 fans and 1,000 fans listen to you, then you should get paid, based on those 1,000 fans listening to you. The old model basically was that all the streams were put into a pool of money, and the megastars got more money than the rising artists. So again, it's just like, why were they doing that? Because, they had to keep the megastars on SoundCloud. You can't just expect that the rising artist is going to move the needle as much as you want to. You have an infrastructure, you have a data infrastructure you have to support. You have a lot of sort of back-end technology you have to support, and that costs money. And you know what? The rising artist, the rising star, they're just not paying the bills. The mega stars are paying the bills. So you needed a way to take a lot of listens from everyone and give it to those artists that, basically keep the lights on. The mega artists. That's the old model. Who are the mega stars on SoundCloud anyway? That's something we need to know, right? So anyway, with this old model, and we're looking at it here, this is how streaming services pay artists today, Money from your dedicated fans go into a giant pool that's paid out to artists based on their share of total streams. SoundCloud is basically telling us up front, like, listen to what they're saying. Like, hey, you know what? We've been jerking the rising artist, the rising star around. We have been making sure that they remain a rising star, receive the sort of data we wanted them to receive, so that we can continue paying the megastars, because the megastars keeps the lights on. And that's just how it is. Now, again, that model mostly benefits megastars. Now, the new model, how fan-powered royalties work in this new model, starting in April, you get paid based on your dedicated fans' actual listening habits. You have 1,000 fans, they listen to you 1,000 times. You would assume that you should get that money. You should, based on your fans, right? Listening to you, your dedicated fans. The more fans listen on your SoundCloud and listen to your music, the more you get paid. Tell your fans. ... Underline circle. So, okay, again, this new model works like this. Just like I said, it's not based on everything going into a pool, and then the, megastars who get the most listens, they get paid more. This new model basically says that, hey, your fans who listen to you specifically, they may also listen to the megastars, but we're going to figure out that your fans, based on their unique IP address, they are listening to you, and also based on, just them listening to you, but they are listening to you, and we're going to pay you accordingly today, because that is fair. I don't know about this model. I don't know how this is going to work. I think out of all the streaming services, at least they are, giving it an effort, saying, you know what, we've been talking about this for years, like how artists are not getting paid. And these streaming services, these dedicated streaming services, SoundCloud, Spotify, they're not making any money because they only stream music. Apple, Google, Amazon streaming music is just, it could be an afterthought. They're going to give you the best experience, but they have other services that they're offering you as well. Apple TV, AWS, G Suites, just all types of stuff. They're not concentrating, exclusively on streaming because they have a whole bunch of other things that they can make money off of. Companies like Spotify and SoundCloud, they make money based off of user data. So the more users they have, the more money they can make, even though they're not making a profit, because they need to pay the megastars so that the lights can stay on. So that's the model. SoundCloud is basically saying now is, okay, we were not being fair. We're going to be fair now by giving you a little bit more money. That's just how it works with companies like that. I kept, just stating that tell your fans. This is what SoundCloud wants you to do. They want you to tell your fans. In order for this to work, you need to bring your users over from Spotify and all these other platforms onto SoundCloud so that SoundCloud can start making some money so that they can pay the rising star more fairly than they were previously. So tell your fans to come over, create an account on SoundCloud so SoundCloud user base can go up and they can make more money. They can receive more investments. If you were making $120 a month on the old industry payout model, I don't know what that means either, the old industry payout model. Under the new fan-powered royalties, you will make $600 a month. How does that work? Where does that number come from? How many fans, how many people listen to that music? We don't know that. How do I go from 120 to 600? Something is missing there in the middle. I need to know that, That's a piece of data that we don't have. We need to know that. Again, I'm not bashing this or anything. I just think that it's very important to understand how some of these technology companies speak to us, right? Is it going to work? I don't know. Okay. What does dedicated fans mean? Does dedicated fans mean people who are listening to you or people who are following you? Again, a little bit of data we are missing here. Someone is saying, hey, you know what? We need to start paying artists. But now it's up to a lot of these content creators and, these super tech people to start digging in and trying to figure out what this means exactly, Because just on the outside, it sounds really cool. But once you start digging in, what does it really mean for the artist? And I think I'm going to try and find out what's going on with this because I think it's a bit more information that we need to know about this new, royalty model that SoundCloud is putting out, releasing. Again, let's not forget, SoundCloud doesn't make money. They lose money. Spotify loses money. Apple, Google, Amazon, they don't care about that. They're making money. They have all these other different type of services that they're offering. They're making money off of that. Well, again, I'm going to dig into this. And, once I have some more information, I will get back to you. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.